Usually most venues would find an ice supplier and bring the ice in and make molds for them. And so we went in originally to try to get some quotes to figure out how affordable this would be, and it turned out to be exorbitantly expensive. But essentially, I made these molds out of melamine. And they're melamine because it's a more slippery material. Unlike plywood that we found on our first test, the plywood was sticking to the ice. So we decided to do something doubly slippery, which is make them out of melamine and then coat them in plastic on top of that to keep them waterproof and easy to remove. One of the sides is just 5 degrees out from the other.
Yeah.
So these blocks aren't actually square, they're cheated 5 degrees out on one side. And that's so that when we actually lean the block over, we can pull it out more easily because there's one side that is angled outwards. So it's not a 90-degree angle. So we're not pulling it straight out. We're not going to break the mold as we do it, and we're not hacking at it. The first one took us a long time to get out, and we had to disassemble the blocks to get the ice out. We're using the ice that we have on stage and use for a few days, and it gets smaller. We put it back in, and then we top it up with water. And that typically makes these kind of misshapen blocks, which actually looks kind of cool. You'll see like cracks in them on stage or little bubbles on stage. We like those the most, but they tend to be different. So we'll fix them one way, realize that it doesn't work out, turn them around, spin them one way, reorient them so they all kind of make sense in a row. This is the plastic mold that's caved in a little bit. So this actually is going to look kind of interesting on stage, because when you butt them up together, they'll have little crevices in them, which is kind of what we want. When they look too perfect, it really ruins the aesthetic. So this piece has sloped too far upwards a little bit. So what we're going to have to do with this one is actually chip the edge off so that it's going to fit in our trough. And to do that, I have a hammer and a chisel, and I'm just going to keep on chipping until I see the line all the way around.